can't hear me. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can now. Kinslinger.
Yep.
Kissinger. Kissinger. No, not
Yep.
again. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Welcome everybody to the Suspish Chit Chat. This is episode number 19. Hey, Jani.
Hi, Lorene. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So good to see you.
You too. I got to tell you, I love that pink hair.
Thank you.
It's so cute. I didn't even notice you did that until I seen your picture the other day.
Well, it's been a long time.
I'm
50 years old with pink hair. What's wrong with me?
I just don't have the guts to do it.
Come on.
I should, but I don't. Maybe someday. We'll see.
Yeah.
So, okay. So let's get started and let's do the ever dreadful going over the rules.
You have something to sell. On Wednesdays, we have the Suspish Members Biz. You really shouldn't, like if I comment on your makeup and I say, Lorene, I love that lipstick, you really shouldn't DM me and tell me, well, this is what it is and I sell it and this is how much it is. And that's not cool. Let's not do that.
No.
Now, if I ask you, oh, I love that. Where can I get it? Then you could say, I sent you a DM, or, something like that. But otherwise, if you want to sell something and promote it, we're all for that. We want you to be successful. So on Wednesdays, just put yourself out there, what you're selling, tell us all about it, put pictures, whatever, but put the hashtag Suspish Members Biz, please.
Right.
So, no more DMing unless they ask you. Please don't do that anymore.
Right. If there's an issue going on the page or with a post, you either need to DM a mod or an admin or tag us in the post. Mm-hmm. Whatever you do, please, please, please do not hit that report to admin button. That's a no-no.
Mm-hmm.
That is a no-no.
And also we still have it, and I don't know why people, decide to put ugly comments and be rude to people and, say mean things, and we don't need that. Let's not do that either. If you don't like it, just scroll on past it, just
exactly.
Scrolling. You don't have to say something ugly, that's just uncalled for. Let's not do that either.
And then our final one that we're going to go over, your first offense, you're going to be muted for 7 days. And that's just all there is to it. And if you do it again for your second offense, then you're going to be booted. These are rules that you guys agreed to when you asked to join the group. Mm-hmm. So be an adult and follow the rules. Simple. So, okay, so we got that mess out the way. Mm-hmm. The next one is our challenges. We just finished up the July Bailey Challenge. Okay. And our winner for that was Allison Atherton's Story.
Yay, congratulations, Allison.
All right, congratulations. Now, this month we did something a little different. I came up with the idea that I wanted to do something for the first person who completed all 4 looks. So our first person to do that was Allison Atherton's story.
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
Jackpot.
Mm.
Come on. So,
Mm.
Allison, you have 7 days to DM Natalie to claim your prize.
Congratulations, Allison.
Yes.
The CCC Peanut Challenge. We've had people not watching and chit chat and collecting their prizes. I don't know why.
We're on our 3rd runner-up.
Amazing prizes. So the runner-up for that is Stormy Singer.
Hey, Stormy. Congratulations.
Yes.
And then again, we have our new Summer Colors winner because sadly, the first winner didn't claim their prize in time. And that winner is going to be Madison Estelle.
Congratulations, Madison.
Yes, congratulations. So hopefully you guys will see this and claim your prizes because they're pretty awesome.
They are very awesome.
Yes. And don't forget, like I said, you have a week to notify Natalie.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I think the CC pinup, I think they might have to contact Jen.
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah.
Might have to contact Jennifer Rentis. We have 94,000 members.
Mm-hmm.
8 people did the challenge. 8.
I know a lot did part of them, but they didn't complete the whole challenge.
Right. They would do 1 or 2 looks, and it's like, do them all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 1 or 2 is not going to get you entered, you know.
No, it's not. You have to complete all 4 of the looks. So that's about it for everything. We got a new Bailey challenge coming up. So be on the lookout for the 4 new looks, and they are absolutely gorgeous. I think one of them is actually from the video that we're going to talk about today. It was something, wasn't it? That was a very, I mean, it's like Bailey said, when something like that happens, nothing good comes of it, you know?
No.
So anyway, the story was about a girl named Erin who pretty much married her high school sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Marine. So they moved to California from Tennessee. And they became friendly with their neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
And Erin, who is the wife, was into horses. And so was her neighbors, Chris and Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Chris apparently had all kinds of issues going on. I know he was, what do you call it, turned down for deployment.
Mm-hmm.
And he was upset and depressed about it.
Right, they were in the military. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And so he confided in Erin one day that he plays Russian roulette every day.
Right.
That right there should have been a red flag.
Yeah, really.
You know, I mean, if somebody told me that, I'd be like, okay, you need to seek professional help.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that's just crazy. But needless to say, somewhere down the line, these two ended up hooking up.
Well, because she had a miscarriage. She was depressed, and then he had these emotional issues, and I guess her husband wasn't much of a comforter, or she couldn't confide in him, or whatever.
Yeah, he didn't know how to comfort her. He was a very quiet man to begin with. Say much about anything. Even through this whole story, he didn't say much. And I know at the end of the story, he didn't really say much other than he has to forgive the man.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what it went on was, they started an affair. Chris's wife found out. They all got into a big, huge fight in Aaron's home. And they thought things had died out, but they didn't. They ended up meeting up. And then a few days later, nobody can find her. Nobody heard from her, nothing. So then I guess everybody knew that's where she went, was to the Joshua tree. Out there looking, and I guess it's a huge area. And then I think it was on the last day, they said that was going to be the last day that they searched for her or something, or the next day was. But lo and behold, the lady who used to run the horse ranch where Chris and his wife and Aaron used to go for the horses, sent in some pictures about a mine.
Yeah, there's some mine shafts in there that they didn't know about.
And they were able to pinpoint exactly where that photo was. And they ended up finding Aaron's body. It was like 2 months later. So she had been gone for 2 months. And they finally found her. And then come to find out she wasn't even pregnant.
Right.
Once they did the autopsies and everything else.
I don't know if she really thought that, or if she was just saying that, trying to get him to stay with her, or.
I think so, because he was supposed to go back to Alaska because his time in the service was just about over.
Yeah.
And they were going to go back to Alaska. And, but yeah, they found her, it was 140 feet down in this mine, found out that he had strangled her and everything. And so they were questioning him, and they told him, do not leave town. They knew that he was scheduled to go back to Alaska, and they told him no. So anyway, after they found her body and everything, they went to go find him and talk to him, and lo and behold, he's gone. But apparently they found him in Alaska where he wasn't supposed to go. And so they brought him back. He stood trial. Now, what was crazy about the whole trial thing was how he tried to turn it around on her.
Sickening. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I mean, we already know he's got mental issues. But to sit there and say that this woman confessed to molesting his daughter is just insane. It is just insane.
That was uncalled for.
The jury, went to deliberate, and it took 15 minutes. They were for 15 minutes and found him guilty. And sentenced him to life without parole.
Right.
Now, I don't understand this part of it now that I'm thinking about it. He was still in the service when he did this. So why is the local police the ones doing it and not the military?
I don't know.
because he was military and she was a military wife. I would think that they would have, the military would have precedence over this situation. You know who's a good person to ask that question? Pat would be good to answer that question for us, because I just now thought about that. It's like, why didn't it go through the military court and not through, I mean, instead it go through the local courts?
Okay, so I wanted to come on here and just give a quick explanation. Because the crime didn't commit in federal jurisdiction, which would fall under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, is why the trial did not happen within the military court system. So because it actually occurred off base, local jurisdiction actually has the primary on selecting whether or not they would give the jurisdiction over to the military to proceed in further trials, or if they would go ahead and continue to prosecute the subject himself. And that's why.
Yeah.
So what other thoughts do you have on that video?
Well, there was no reason for him to kill her. I mean, really, he could have went to Alaska, let her be, you know. I mean, really, why did he have to? I don't understand.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
I mean,
if she was, let's say for the sake of argument, she was pregnant, everybody already knows that you were having an affair. So if she ended up pregnant, what? I mean, you know, it's not like people were going to find out because they already knew. I mean, his wife, for God's sakes, knew.
Yeah. He's going to lose his wife and his daughter, but he's going to lose them for murder, you know? I mean.
Right. Now you just lost your whole life, because he was pretty young. I mean, because she was 19. So you had to figure he had to be in his 20s when this happened. Especially if he already got a 6-year-old daughter. You know, so, I mean, it was just, it was totally uncalled for.
It was. There was no, I mean, it's just, it's
there's really no, murder's not the answer for everything. You know, I mean, granted, it's wrong. Sometimes there may be times where it's justified, but this was not one of those situations at all.
Yeah, there was no reason. I mean, you know, be with this woman and tell her you love her, and you know, make her believe with her, and then kill her. People just blow my mind. They really do. It's crazy.
They were surprised that his wife didn't really get questioned, because she blatantly told her if she didn't stay away from her husband, she was going to kill him. I mean, kill her. Kill her. So you would think, you know.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you would think so. But yeah.
So, oh, and then there was the one, and this is what I didn't get either, because I know that they were lying to him to get him to say things. But there was something in there about, they already knew that she was pregnant. How did everybody know that she was supposedly pregnant? But she didn't tell anybody yet, as far as I could tell from the story. The only person she told was him, unless that was just a ruse to get him to confess.
I don't know.
I'm like, wait a minute, nobody knew she was, how did they know she was pregnant? And they come to find out she wasn't pregnant at all.
Maybe they were just saying that. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know, but it was a very sad case, because she was only 19 years old. She died at 19.
That's so sad.
It is sad. It's very sad. And one
Yeah.
video made it easier than the 2 that we had to do last time.
Yeah, you're right. You're
So,
right.
But it was wonderful to do the chit chat with you again.
Me too. I enjoyed it.
Yes, me too. Always, always, always.
A lovely rest of your evening.